Hi
guys!
It's our wedding anniversary today. We got married on Thursday the 2nd of July 2015 and to celebrate we thought we would react to our wedding DVD that I made.
Yay.
It wouldn't be a wedding without any drama, so we'll talk about that as well. But yeah, let's watch it.
Let's go.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Them shoes, I put them bows on
I
myself.
was going to say, didn't you do that?
Yeah, they were from a charity shop.
Everything was.
No, it wasn't.
My suit was. My suit was from the pound shop, charity shop. My suit cost £2.
Because we got them from the £1 charity
The
shop.
£1 charity shop. So yeah, my suit cost £2. Bear that in mind when you look at it.
The trousers were Tesco trousers.
Yeah, they were Tesco employee trousers.
Right, let's pause this here.
Oh, is it? Is this the bit?
Okay, the cake was my mother's job because she wanted something to do with the wedding, so I thought I'd give her the cake to do. She decorated it herself. She bought like all the flowers and everything because she just bought a plain cake and put everything on herself, and I told her to leave space at the top for the little cake toppers because we were making our own and just gonna like surprise each other on the day with it. As you can see, she decided to just design it her own way, and she said, oh, we don't need the cake toppers, just don't have them. You can't have a wedding cake without cake toppers, in my opinion.
No, agreed. And I spent hours making mine.
Yeah, you'll see in a bit.
Yeah.
Also, just keep in mind what this cake looks like size wise.
Count it.
When I said we did everything ourselves, literally, I was the hairdresser and the makeup artist on my own wedding day.
It just shows that you don't have to make a wedding expensive.
No, you don't.
What we spent on our whole
Oh my
wedding,
god.
people
Probably,
will spend that on a pair of shoes for the bride.
I think the most expensive thing we had was the photographer.
But even she was cheap
Yeah, she was.
as far as photographers go.
I bought that dress because I fell in love with one when I went dress shopping with your mum. And I looked online for a cheaper version of it and I found that, and when it came it fit me perfectly. And then I went and had the bloody implant put in my arm and I put on so much weight. As you can see.
Still look beautiful though.
I completely forgot that she was on crutches. I completely forgot it.
What has she done?
She hurt her knee somehow. I can't remember how she did it. She fell and like a kneecap went sideways or something like that. I can't remember.
Twiggy. So he
God.
was meant to be sat at the front.
Yeah.
He's been one of my best mates 17 years now. He's probably my oldest friend.
How cute was he, man?
He's a little bugger.
He was adorable.
He was a little bugger. He was meant to be the ring bearer.
He was?
And bring over the rings on the cushion.
He still did.
While you weren't in there, we practiced a bit.
Did you?
And he would have it and he'd walk over and give it to me. And we're like, that's close enough.
Yeah.
And then we did it and went, there you go. And he went, no. We're like, just do it, man.
He just had a whale of a time, man, doing his own thing.
He was living his best life that day.
Okay, so when I got there, before they let me walk down the aisle, me and him had already arranged how everybody was going to sit, because within my immediate family, not everybody was getting on at the time. My dad and my sister weren't talking, so I had to make sure it was okay with my sister for my dad to sit by her, and she said it was fine, everything was fine, we had everything organised. And then when I got there, the woman who was conducting the ceremony took me to a different room and said that there's been a problem with the seating arrangements. It was my mother that had a problem with the seating arrangements. Because she wasn't going to be right at the front, she threw a hissy fit and made everybody change where they were sitting.
She still didn't sit at the front.
No, she didn't.
But she basically was like, yeah, well, Callum's not going to sit by your dad, so you can't do that, you can't do that.
Yeah. So my dad ended up sitting at the front by himself.
And then my whole side of the thing had to be moved.
Look how happy we were.
Look how skinny we were.
Speak for yourself.
Compared to now, we both were.
Look how happy he is. And look at your suit.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
It is for £1.
So my dad there is actually about 4 times the size he really was at that point. He's got a chest brace and a back brace all on underneath that.
Later on you'll see him without his shirt on, so you'll see the back brace. I love the way you're looking at me there. Everybody commented on it as well when they first saw the pictures. They were so in love with me. Is the feeling still mutual?
What do you mean mutual? You mean, is the feeling still there, yeah? The mutual would mean that you're so in love with me. You're not looking at me at all there.
No. I've never looked at you like that.
Not him again. What has he done this time?
I like that picture as well. Even the boys.
Gaz giving it blue steel.
We're gonna have to tag him in this. I bet he ain't even seen any of these since the wedding either.
No, probably not.
Look at my dad's face.
I think he's had a cry already there.
That's making me emotional. I don't know why.
You can see the puffs under his eyes. He's already... So that's probably number 7 of the day. Look how little she looks.
My shoes are off.
So when's this? Where is this?
This is still in the register office.
Why are your shoes off at
I
that
must have
point?
just took them off for a while. I like that one as well. Bridesmaids, best man, and one of the witnesses, and then the kids.
And Riley picking his nose.
Yep. Nothing new there. He still does that now.
Did you see Riley was eating it in that one?
Was
He was
he?
picking it in the first one and he was eating it in that last one.
So gross.
Yeah, the first one is like this and then that second one is like this.
That's disgusting.
And 3 seconds later it pissed it down. It rained as soon as she went, let's take photos. Because where we had it is in Dudley Registry Office and there's the old Abbey ruins over the back where everybody goes and has their wedding photos afterwards. It was a lovely day. We did the ceremony. We went, come on then, let's go and take photos. We took a couple of photos out the front and then it started pissing it down.
But she was really good because she edited it to make it look like it wasn't wet that much. You'll see. Looked like a sunny day, but the bottom was all wet.
Yeah. As I say, in that first picture looking out, it's still dry at that point because we're heading out, and then as soon as we went out, that's when it rained.
puddle on the floor. I've never noticed that before. And all the times I've watched this, I've never noticed it.
"13-year-old's taller than Fiona and she's got high heels on."
Shanna's got heels on as well, though, to be fair.
Okay, she's still 13.
That's my favourite picture from our wedding, that is.
Why?
I don't know, it just looks really nice. A nice picture of us.
It looks like it was taken in the woods.
I know. She made it look really nice. Like, look, where we were in Benjamin's, it was high up. Down the bottom of there is a proper shithole. It is.
It is.
It looks really nice there.
And this is where the lion started. After the whole day, your mother caused a massive thing over everything, didn't it?
Yeah.
One of the things was when we took this photo, the elder lady stood next to me. Apparently I trod on her and didn't care that I'd done it. That was one of the things, wasn't it?
Mm. But you trod on a foot accidentally, but you apologised straight away, didn't you?
Of course I did. But it was made out that I'd stamped on her foot and then went, "Ugh." And the way the stories ended up being by the end of it, that was basically what it was.
With the picture from before, we made our own centerpieces as well. So we got jars, tied like ribbon and shit around them, put a rose in, and we put them water beads in. And we had a glow stick in it as well, didn't we?
Mm. Like a million of those water things offline for
Yeah.
like £2.
And then we had little jars. We were actually Riley's old baby food jars, and we put like Skittles and sugar cane things in them for the kids. Do you know how much confetti I found down my corset on the night? It just poured out of me, man, because of him. And it was Cameron as well, wasn't he? They kept doing
all
that.
the kids afterwards. As soon as he did it, that was free rein for the kids to throw shit at us. So we were really lucky here
I know.
because our photographer, we'd only booked them up until like 7:30, hadn't we?
Yeah.
Or whatever it was, and we got the venue at 7 o'clock. So they couldn't take many pictures on the night. They literally stayed a bit extra so they could take some pictures with the speeches.
Yeah.
And she left straight after after the speeches, didn't she? But she knew she'd be leaving, so she was like, let's go and pretend to cut the cake and take some pictures.
Yeah.
Which is why we have these photos.
So this is before. And that's after.
And that's when we
us actually
cut the
cutting the cake. If you notice, all the flowers are gone and there's a fucking tear missing out the middle.
I got somebody come and tap me on the shoulders
It was Shannon. Shannon come and told us.
and basically said, she's cut your cake.
And she said, your mum's cutting the cake. I went, what?
But your mum says that you told her to do it. Your mum
That's what she
said
says, yeah.
you told her to cut the cake.
Basically, we were at the cake and she said, can I take some of it home for the kids? And I was like, yeah, of course you can. Just get some after we've done the cutting of the cake. So I went over to go and get you to tell the DJ to go and do it. And next thing I know, Shannon's coming up to me saying, your mum's cutting the cake. And she doesn't cut the cake, she takes a whole fucking tier. There's even a paper plate in between them. Unbelievable. So that's the cake toppers that we chose. Clearly, obviously, mine would be Ariel.
Mine looked not even close to that.
No, it was a girl, wasn't it?
It was I think it was a long haired dude. But either way, it was long hair down the back. Was on inline skates. I sat and heated up a knife and worked away at the plastic to get rid of the hair and to change the shapes a bit and everything. And then painted it all up at the time I was playing roller derby. And I painted up in the roller derby kit with my number and my name on the back, and I used to wear face paints a lot. And yeah, the helmet's even the same as my helmet. I literally made it into myself. And then I thought it was really cool because it's like taking a knee and proposing.
Yeah, it was really good. And I'm like, oh, of course. Look how crying he is. He made me cry as well. But I was a drunk mess anyway then.
Done.
Yep. And that's how the night ended. Ready for the speeches?
Yeah, I suppose.
Alright. I'm saying all this on behalf of myself and Carl. First, just want to welcome Kilda into the family. It's really nice to have you. I've got a daughter at last. And obviously Carl wants to welcome Nathan into their family and Teresa as well. My last month or so has been a bit up and down.
Oh, I saw me.
And I really wanted to be a part of this, driving the car and what have you. Unfortunately, I can't drive, so I'd like to thank, on my behalf, my nephew Luke for stepping in for me. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate it. Everybody knows me. I'm a very quiet person. Sometimes I'm speechless, which I am at the moment. Because Nathan knew I wanted to be part of today. He's asked me if I can say a few words and Carl's behalf. I'm going to just thank the best man for looking after my little grandson, or our little grandson, for the day. And is it Gary's girlfriend? Wife?
The dragon, yeah, my wife.
The wife.
The dragon.
The wife. All the help with getting him dressed and everything, you know. I think you'll do all the rest of the thank yous, or you should do. So on behalf of Nathan and Kelda, thank you all for coming and making their day very special. And let's hope you have a nice, happy, bright future together. And I love you both for what you've done for me. I'm getting emotional already. Thank you.
Well done, Phil. Come on.
Oh no.
Stable page. Right. Oh, is this working? Yeah. Okay, before I get started, first of all, I think it would be remiss of my duties if I didn't mention how beautiful and stunning Calder looks today. So, Calder, you look amazing. If you're looking around, he doesn't deserve it, that's all I'm saying. I'll just put that out there before we get cracking.
He's a darling,
Of
ain't he?
course, same goes to the bridesmaids, they look fantastic today. I'd actually written down on my notes, because I didn't know who the bridesmaids were, to say how gorgeous the bridesmaids look, and then I'll put in brackets, even if they don't. But they actually do, so sorry guys. Of course, little man, wherever he's gone, he looks amazing. How cute is he? Oh, give that guy a round of applause, come on. He looks fantastic. Right, I do feel absolutely honoured to be asked to be Nathan's best man. I know, but everybody else knows you as Nathan, so it's Carnage to me. Or Nay, occasionally, but generally Carnage. And I kind of feel a bit bad, because I don't have any sort of tales of our juvenile japes to regale you with, because when I was a juvenile, he wasn't even probably bloody born. In the time we've known each other, we've got on really well. I got to know Nathan when he started playing roller derby with the mighty Crash Test Brothers. Give us a shout at the back, guys. And since then, I've kind of took him under my wing and been teaching him all the things the jammer needs to know. It's fair to say he's picked it up quite well. Recently making it, of course, into Team England. How good is that? Come on, guys, give him a round of applause. Absolutely amazing.
Did you forget that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, I was on the training squad, but then I think a lot of it was to do with the fact I just wouldn't be able to go. There's, it was in Calgary, which is Canada, and as I say, at the time,
We were skint.
we were more than skint. The only reason I could even play derby at the time was because I was working at Skate Hut, and I got my shit at trade price.
And who knows, another 3 or 4 more years, if he keeps progressing the way he is, he might even become as good a jammer as I am. So I look forward to that day. I taught him all he knows. Of course, I haven't taught him all I know. There's a difference. In a lot of ways, me and Carnage here, Nathan to you, are very similar. We're both pretty laid back. Hayley, that's the red dragon over the back there, my wife, kept asking me questions about what's going on with the wedding. And of course, I was asking Nathan.
I think he's going to tell a story about the fact we didn't know a DJ.
Yeah.
What's going on with the wedding? And he was like, yeah, I'll sort it out, I'll find out, I'll let you know. And of course he doesn't. As a further example of how laid back he is, he phoned me to say we didn't have a DJ sorted. And could I get on the case? This was at 11 o'clock this morning, bear in mind.
So it was in the
Talk
morning.
about leaving it to the last minute, but thankfully Ian and Anthony have stepped in and saved the day, so well done guys, really, really appreciate it.
We did have a DJ sorted.
Well, we asked him to do it originally because it was
but
before
then
you
asked
asked
for
him to be
best
his
man,
best
which is
man.
why Will was going to do it.
Yeah.
But then Will went, I'm pretty sure his missus was at uni and he'd gone down to see his missus, so we didn't have somebody. And then it was on the day when I was like, phoned him, was like, so who's doing it? I didn't phone him and say we don't have a DJ. Phoned him, was like, who's doing it? And he was like, what do you mean who's doing it? You were sorting it out.
So what? You correct him in
I
your
will
speech.
correct him. I'll fight him.
This next little section is just a short little section that's entitled Things Carnage Says. One of the things he says to me, and he said it to me more than once, and he makes me laugh every time, is whenever he's doing something like playing derby, doing his laps, whatever it is, he never ever gets tired while he's doing it. So we can keep him going for like 4 hours and he never gets tired. He only ever gets tired once he stops. That's just the kind of logic and craziness we have to work with. In a conversation he had about people's favourite roast dinners, everybody was saying like roast beef, Yorkshire puddings, whatnot. Carnage comes out with sausage loaf. Where does that come from? Who's got sausage loaf down as a favourite roast dinner? Weird kid. Right, and in a conversation about roller derby tactics, Nathan famously said, there are 2 things I know about tactics. Sometimes I'm in the pack, and sometimes I'm not in the pack. That's the 2 things he knows about playing roller derby. How did he get voted on Team England? It's beyond me, but there we go. Anyway, getting back to the happy couple. I honestly do not think Nathan could have chosen a kinder, more sweet-natured, fun-loving and generous, more beautiful best man than he has. So I'm nearly done, but I am going to finish with a short poem. I'll get there. Okay, here's a poem for Nation and Kelda.
Nation?
He knew she was the one the moment he smelled her. Sorry, I only did this morning, bear with me. She dreamt of being swept up her feet, and he totally fouled her.
Fiona. Oh.
And let's be honest, we all know who wears the trousers in this relationship. But Nathan tells me now that they're wed, she'll have to do as he's told her. Sorry, I was clutching.
As he said.
So please raise a glass to the happy couple, the bride and groom, Nathan and Carla.
Go along, really.
Oh, your turn.
It's not because I didn't know what to say, it's more because there's not words to explain how much I love Kelda. Everything, there's not words that put it even into perspective. You know, saying I love her's not a much.
You gonna cry?
A little bit.
You're sapping it.
Helps if they're open.
No, do you want to swap more? Because you can't get a shot off this one. When you climb on it, sorry.
That's too cute.
So all I can say is I love you more than anything in the world. You're everything to me. I need to say the biggest thank yous to Luke, who stepped in for my dad today. You know, it's been a hard month or so, and if it wasn't for Luke, I don't know what we would have done. He's been absolutely fantastic. You'd probably ask me
I forgot how emotional you were.
I would just like to clarify that the disco thing was Gaz's fault. I originally asked Gaz to be my best man. Well, I asked him to do my disco originally, and then I asked him to be my best man. And the conversation went, obviously because you're my best man, I don't need to do the disco anymore. And he said, that's all right, I'll sort one of the guys out to do it. And then today I phoned him to say, who you sorted out to do it? And he said, that's not how the conversation went. You said you'd sort it out.
That's the conversation.
Again, for these guys that have done it, I've got to say a massive thank you. I don't know how I'm doing that. That's impressive. If I hold it like that, it's a job done.
You're welcome, mate. Thank you, mate.
I don't know what we'd have done if these guys hadn't stepped in. Probably been me and Gaz up there. Nobody wants that. So, just got to
Dad
say,
move.
massive thank you to everybody coming, friends, sort of old and new, guys that I wasn't expecting to see here, and they've sort of made it that much better. Not that it could get that much better, but they really have. And me and Cal would just like to say thank you to a few people. Hang on 1 second.
Oh God. Oh no.
Can I get Teresa to come up, please?
Teresa. You might need to take over recording in a minute. You're hooked
Cake for us, and it is looking absolutely beautiful.
Oh, you complimented her.
Sarah, please, because Sarah's done all the food for us.
Oh yeah, I forgot. On the morning, I stopped over my dad's on the night with Fiona.
Didn't
and in
you
the
butter bread or something as well?
That's what I'm about to say.
Is that what you was about to say?
On the morning, me and Fee went over to my adopted mum's very, very early and did all the food. Like we I don't know how many sandwiches we buttered and put spreads on with. Unbelievable amounts. So Sarah and her neighbour Sarah as well, they did all the cooking food and everything. It was really good of them. I completely forgot I did that. That was really laughing then.
My mum.
My mum, Simon.
Come up, please. Yes, that means you've got to stand up. Come on.
No.
That means you'll be alright getting downstairs.
What did she say to you then?
What?
What did she say to you?
Probably, I'm not drunk.
I think it was I'd have preferred a bottle of booze or something like
Yeah,
that.
probably something like that.
I'm sure that's what she said.
And if I do these two together, hopefully we'll get them up here roughly at the same time. Gonna get Fiona and
laughing in the
Alan to come
background.
up, please. Don't rush.
Yeah, she had a quick stairs, right? Oh. Where's it gone? Thank you.
And can we get Carl, please?
He's like, oh god, I gotta get up.
Just to, just let you know, you're not allowed to drink them on the premises.
Grim, swag out.
What?
The way he walks, man.
Can I get my dad to come up, please? I know you really wanted to be a part of everything. And you were going to do the car for us, but obviously circumstances stopped that happening. So,
How many times you got to mention the car?
this one's made a drink.
Oh, we got him coffee, didn't we? And that made him cry.
And there was a certain person in the crowd who, despite as much as he doesn't want me to say this, can I get Benjamin Haycock to come to the stage, please?
Ratted him out of his real name.
Everybody knows he's Robert Rodriguez, and he hates his real life name, but he's had to use it today, and he has no choice in the matter. Is that not Maurice? I'm very past now, you can't do anything about it. And last but by no means least, and with the stag do being such a roaring success,
6 years later and you still ain't had it.
can I get
No, we did. He came and picked me up. He was like taking me on a stag do. It was like, sweet, where are we going?
God.
And we went go-karting. Just me and him. And then we went to a pub afterwards. And there was a Freddie Mercury tribute band act on.
What's that?
Yeah, but it was just one bloke. And he was literally... Where a table would be, they'd just move that table. And he was just there. So yeah, that was my stag do. But it was me and Gaz still, just me and Gaz.
Mr. Gary Silverback McGrath? Come on, please. The stag do is still going to happen, by the way.
You've all heard it. You've all heard it, and it still hasn't. So.
Yeah, all I've left to say is my wife and I just want to thank you so much for coming.
That's weird. Yeah, that felt weird for me when you said it as well. My wife and I. And now it's like the old ball and chain.
The missus.
Done it again, that's impressive. Just hope you have as good as evenings we've had a day. Thank you for coming.
And I can't sweep you off of your feet. With your mouth say,
He was properly my first time. I'm already very good.
That was quite nice.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird looking at us now compared to how we looked before. Have you enjoyed the last 6 years?
Mostly.
Mostly?
Yeah.
What didn't you enjoy? The breakups.
Yeah.
There's a few of them. Every relationship has a rocky road now and again.
Anyone that says they don't is either lying or delusional.
I think our wedding proves that you don't have to spend a lot of money to have a good wedding either.
No.
Not at all.
Not even slightly.
Actually, most of the stuff in the wedding we made ourselves. Like the centerpieces, my veil I made myself, the shoes I decorated myself, I made my own garter as well. I made the little bag, I made the little pillow that Riley carried with the rings tied to it.
What he was supposed to carry.
Yeah, that he was supposed to carry.
And he just went, nah, I'm good.
We got fake flowers done. So everybody could keep what they had. Ordered ties online. It was only a couple of quid each, weren't they?
Yeah.
As I said, his suit was from a charity shop. My dress was from online and it cost about 150 quid.
Mwah.
Happy anniversary.
And you.
Mwah.
Love you.
Thanks for watching with us.
Yeah.
That was a trip down memory lane.
Just a little one. Thanks for watching with us. Do the things that Riley tells you to do with the liking and the subscribing and the hitting in the comments if your mother-in-law is a nightmare. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.
Bye.